I genuinely used to feel ashamed that the most uncomfortable, unsafe, and paranoid that I have ever felt in my life was around people who looked just like me. I would have never said this in public, damn near not even in private. I felt as if this was some sort of betrayal. I did not understand that there are many out there who share this exact same sentiment. Like, I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've been afraid for my life around somebody who was non-black, white, Asian, Hispanic. I can count on one hand. And I wouldn't need every finger. You understand me? Where I genuinely felt that my life was truly in danger. I don't have enough fingers to count the amount of times I've been around other black folks and felt that I have to watch my back, otherwise something's about to go off. The amount of times I've had to leave locations early because something indeed was going off. The amount of times that somebody has looked me up and down, ready to square up. Somebody's reached somewhere in order to get something and me having to move out the way. The amount of times I've been in situations, and I don't like to talk about them because I don't like to re-traumatize myself. I don't. But I know that it serves this purpose right here. Because if we don't tell the truth, damn it, nobody else will. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give the floor to this brother right here who surprisingly, is willing to tell this exact same truth. So this is video 1 of my 2-part compilation. And, we'll just hear what he has to say about the same situation.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? I wake up every single day, and before I leave the house and go anywhere in public, I load up my firearm for black people. Not saying that no other race won't do nothing or no shit like that, but ultimately, bro, I'm not worrying about a white or a Mexican nigga when I go out in public. I'm worried about niggas, bro. Like, you might walk into a store and the nigga might look at you the wrong way, and now y'all beefing.
I haven't even listened to the totality of this video. What did I tell y'all? It could just be how somebody looks at you. It doesn't. You're looking past somebody and they're eyeing you. They're looking you up and down, sizing you up. Like, what are we doing here? He said you're at the grocery store. You're picking up celery. Celery. Like Cat Williams is a gang banging on breakfast? Like, you angry at breakfast? What is you doing?
Because this nigga looked at you the wrong type of way. Like, this shit is crazy as hell. Like, think about this shit, bro. Like, I can go somewhere and a white person will speak to you like, hey, how you doing? Yep. But you go anywhere and see a group of niggas, it like you automatically got to get on 10. Like, niggas damn, they don't want to speak or none of this shit. Like, bro, this shit crazy as fuck. What the fuck is wrong with us, bro? Like, this shit need to stop. Like, I was just at the beach, right? And the little chick I was with, she had said some shit out the window, and the nigga heard it, bro. Like, it automatically became tension between us. Like, me and my homeboy got out the car, and them niggas looking, clutching and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy than the motherfucker. But you go out in public, every other race goddamn speak to you, but it's us that got.
But they tell us what? It's the white man. It's white supremacy. It's the white supremacy. Every single one of our so-called leaders on the left, these politicians, these politricians, shout out to Billy Carson, bunch of politricks. What do they say? They say that white supremacy is the biggest problem in this country. White supremacy is the reason behind the violence, criminality. White supremacy, it is the white man who was doing this to us. But you hear this brother right here, he is definitely from the streets. That's not an assumption. Probably from the South, so basically everybody's got one on them. But why is it that he only has to feel in danger around people who look like him? That's self-hatred. They try to tell us we're self-hating, right? Black conservatives, black Republicans, black folks who do not conform to the Democratic plantation, we're the sellouts. Black folks who speak on these subjects, we're the sellouts. Not the person who is willing to take the life of somebody who looks like them. That's not the sellout. The person who hates themselves so much that they want to take the life of somebody who looks like them. That's not the sellout. The one who's given over to this ghetto mentality and the ghetto culture. That's not the sellout. The one who's willing to sell dope to their brother. That's not the sellout. Okay. No, that's real interesting. That's real interesting. Okay.
We be trying to destroy each other, gang. That shit is wild as a motherfucker. You sit here and think about it, like, what the is wrong with us, bro?
Yep. He said a straight lace, no chase. So I have a second video I want to bring up. And again, this one I haven't looked through. It is definitely a wild figure, to say the least. Somebody who also came from the streets. And let's just say is nothing less than an enigma, an eccentric individual, a fellow Aquarian. So he's going to say some things, and I might agree with some, I might not. You know, it goes two ways with this guy right here. Kevin Gates, sometimes I listen, I'm like, man, he's on. And other times I'm like, what the hell are you on? So that being said, let's get into it.
Being liked, I don't give a fuck who don't like me. Like when they talk to Black Lives Matter, I say, man, I don't really care for niggas like that. I don't care to be around them. Because there's always some bullshit. Well, I'm going to go back to the black community. Hey, good luck. Good.
Yeah, that's Kev. That's Kevin Gates right there. That right there, I'm with it. Good luck. Nipsey Hussle, good luck. Good luck. PNB Rock, good luck. Good luck. Why is it that a rapper, somebody who is quote unquote giving back to the said community, is always getting taken out in their own city or another hood by another black person? White supremacy, right? Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
Luck. Why you ain't done now? Because you don't want that kind of pressure that's going to get applied.
Right.
Man.
Because we kill each other all day, talk about each other behind each other back, any family get together and we gossiping in the kitchen. You just seen me outside and went in the kitchen and decided to turn into a bitch. But when you went in the kitchen, yeah, Gates, he really think. Come on, man, that's all we do. When you look at my comments, the people saying negative shit be niggas. The Black Lives
Every
Matter
time.
They got mad at me. They said
Every time. Every time. Now, I do get my white liberals in there, you know, trying to educate me, trying to bring me back onto the plantation. I do get that. But every time somebody's threatening my life, calling me out of my name, you know, trying to make some sort of any sort of dehumanizing remark, it's always somebody saying things about my wifey. You know what I mean? Somebody, they called her a pig because she's light skinned. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all so miserable? No. Let's have a real conversation right now. Let's have a real conversation. We'll come back to you, Gates. Why are y'all so insecure? What is wrong with you? Do you have nothing going on in your life? Do you hate yourself that much that you can't do anything else? Are you that miserable? Are you that jealous? You know, the best remedy to envy is to get off your ass and to get something done. Because envy is nothing more than an emotion that says, man, I really want what that person has. I want what they have. So if you want that, then just go get it for yourself. Go do it. Go do it. You hate that I have a platform? Go build one. The free market allows you to put your idiotic ideas out there too. Go put them out there. Instead of spending all day long watching from a distance. But are you that inadequate? Do you feel that worthless? Why are you so obsessed? Anyway, yeah, let's continue.
I told them, hey, listen, I wasn't made for everybody to like.
That's real.
I told them, you know what's worse than a They was like, what, another one?
Ooh, damn.
We kill each other all day. The song, I'll f your bitch, I'll kill you, bust your head, you know, and
that's another one. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Always talking about sleeping with another man's wife. And it's crazy because, again, I can count on one hand and I wouldn't need more than two fingers where I can genuinely say that there was somebody who did not look like me trying to get at my girl. I have to use both hands to count how many times that my so-called homeboys either ended up sleeping with a chick that I was talking to or trying to get at And I was informed about them trying to do exactly that. Let alone all the other ones who I never will know about. What is wrong with y'all? Where's the disconnect? Where's your humanity? Every other song, I'm gonna F your chick. I'm gonna take your chick. You can't have anything of your own. You gotta have somebody else's something, huh? You just can't be content. You can't be satisfied. That's why you flash your little jewels. Look at my chains. Look at my chains. Look at my rings. Look at my things. Look at my things. Blah 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 blah. Like a damn slave with them chains around your neck. It's a damn shame. A damn shame.
And we talk about each other behind each other back. And then as soon as a white person kill one of us, y'all should have left him. Y'all should have let him live. Why? So we could kill him.
Oh,
That's all.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's deep.
Be jumping up and down, hollering, talking about that Black Lives Matter. Who do they matter to?
Yes.
Ooh. Even the songs you listen to, you ready to hear about talking about he gonna split a nigga shit. Because I like that type of shit too now. I like to hear nigga get their top popped in a song.
Yeah, he makes that music himself. If he's still making music, he makes that music himself. I used to listen to a lot of Kevin Gates. He could rap his ass off, but the music it's the exact same music. So who better to talk about it? Who better to talk about it? Nobody is more dangerous to the black man than another black man. And this is true of Malcolm X. Was taken out by who? Do y'all know? Before I say the answer, do y'all know? It wasn't the white man. Oh, it was the CIA. Who took him out? Who took his life? It was a member of the Nation of Islam, the Black Muslim fraternity. It was a black man who took his life after he stopped, or essentially shifted his message from being this racist message of black, to, oh, wait, we're all in this together. Or at least if you're Muslim, right? Still conditions to it. But he went to visit Mecca and he saw a multitude of all peoples, and it shifted his consciousness. He was a forever evolving man, from being a criminal, doing time in prison, becoming a black Muslim or, part of the Nation of Islam, then stepping out of that, and they took his life because he was no longer part of their gang. I am scarcely, barely, ever paranoid, afraid, feeling any type of way in a white community, whether it's in the South. I went to a place called Kingston, Texas, or Kingsland, Texas, unincorporated little shanty town of a place. Shout out to Kingsland. Beautiful, beautiful people. I was told that they were the most racist. They're this, it's a sundown. I was shown nothing but the absolute most respect. Sir, as a young man by older, sir. I got lost in that town. My phone died on me. I was, visiting somebody, none of your business who that was. But I was down there and I decided to go to the gym. My phone dies. I don't remember where the hell the house is, etc. It wasn't nothing but sirs. Going down the wrong street, I was good. That's my lived experience. They like to say that nowadays. That's my lived experience. But guess what? Damn near every time I am in a place where I'm surrounded by black folks, outside of a handful, where I have family members who live in like 3 houses on the block or something like that, is where I actually felt safe around people who look like me. Or, Ethiopian neighborhoods or something like that. It's unbelievable. It really, when you think about it, like the first dude said, it's really sad. It's actually sad. But we like to lie. We like to pretend, because we're ashamed of it. I think it's shame that does it. I think it's shame. You don't want to talk about your problem. No, don't let them talk about your problem. Don't let the white man can't talk about your problems. You know, there's a video, and I use it as a reference video now. Let me see if I still have it. Yes, I do. Did I keep that damn video? Did I keep that? Oh, I didn't. It was a girl talking about how you should never, dear white people, don't ever talk about black people, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why? Because you don't want to be called out for your nonsense? Okay, then we'll do it. We'll call it out. That video came out before this whole black fatigue phenomenon, etc. We said, okay, we'll do it. We'll talk about what the hell's actually going on. We'll talk about what's going on in the quote unquote family, this dysfunctional family that we're separating ourselves from. So let's see if we got anything else in here. Otherwise, we will just wrap.
I do. Being honest.
Yeah.
But I don't really too much like if I be wrong, antennas go up.
You be feeling away.
No, it's just because of where I.
By the way, the guy sitting right there is Paul Pierce, ex NBA player. And he actually, I think he was jabbed, shanked like 12 or 14 times or something crazy like that when he was in the league, actually. So, yeah, I can see why he's sitting back like that. He doesn't want to say what he really wants to say because, you know, ESPN pays. But, yeah, if it wasn't for the big mouse down there in Florida, if it wasn't for the big mouse, he would be adding to this conversation, but he doesn't want to lose his position.
Even the songs you listen to, too much.
For sure. No, that makes sense. I get
sure.
it. Yeah.
They are
Well, I will
afraid.
say this.
Where it happened at the club?
Yeah.
You at the club?
They are so uncomfortable. This is what cowardice looks like. This is what they will talk. They will go all day on a rant about white people. Yes, exactly. Because the white man, ooh, yes, Lord. Oh my God. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. But when it comes to this conversation, no. It's racist now. Remember when you were calling this out? I'm going to talk to y'all specifically, quote unquote, white folks. Remember you said it? Wait, don't all lives matter? Remember when you said that? Then they said you were racist. They called you racist, and you still used to be afraid to be called racist back then. It still had a little bit of substance to it. Remember when they shamed you out of your common sense idea that, wait, but, you know, shouldn't all people's lives? No, that's it's a direct insult because we're actually speaking of black lives. No. The reality was they wanted to hide behind that. They wanted to hide behind it. Black lives only matter when they are taken out by white lives. That should be the statement. Black lives only matter when fill in the blank. Not black lives matter. Black lives don't matter to black lives don't matter to black people. I'm not saying all, but that should be the more accurate statement. But you were told you were racist when you said that. You were told you were racist when you said even, you know, white lives matter. Because a lot of white folks have their lives taken out by black folks. What about their lives? What else do we have? Oh, blue lives, right? Police lives. Again, they don't matter, right? Even though they're the ones who have to protect these very same neighborhoods. Who's going to come out and actually investigate? Who's going to come and collect the bodies? Who's going to come and protect the families? We're self-policing. You're going to self-police? So you're going to trust the very same people that are willing to take you out to police the neighborhood? Yeah, makes sense. The very same one who are taking out their own quote unquote leaders, the people who are giving back to their community? Absolutely. Okay. Now I stay away. I am not ashamed anymore. Like I told you in the beginning of this video, I used to be ashamed. I am ashamed no more. I am ashamed. I know I'm mo. Wash my hands of it completely. I want to live around my Japanese folks, my Chinese folks, my Indian folks, the little hat community, white country folk. I'm cool with everybody. Certain Africans, you understand me? I'm cool with that. Kenyans, Sierra Leoneans. I'm cool with that. Ethiopian. I'm cool with that. My Zimbos, I'm for sure. But some of y'all with the nignogatry, nope, no thank you, no sir. Real estate agent, do you have another neighborhood I can look at? Oh, but the white man redlining and I own property. I'm not going to let the nignogs in either. Oh, this is going to sound crazy. I'm not letting a certain demographic. I'm profiling. I don't want my valuation of my homes going down. I want business to be good for everybody here. Yeah. I want people who are not going to cause havoc and are going to pay. That's who I want. That's who I want. That's the culture. So if that's what the culture is producing, then these are the results the culture is going to get. People are going to get the hell away from you. Simple. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 365, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.